zoning public hearing. It's in regards to rezoning resolution 072601 Zulu, request to rezone map parcel 059, parcel 02701 and 027.02 from A2 to C1. So anyone here would like to comment on the rezoning of this real estate? Is the owners here that's requesting the rezone? Yeah, come on forward, sir.
Mike Parkinson, 222 Hawk Trail, Kingston, Tennessee. I'm here to talk about the rezone, and I'm in opposition to it. I applaud the method that they've gone about trying to correct the zoning violation or the code violation that's in place. The owners are doing a good job trying to work through that. But there are several things that you need to consider and think about before you vote on this. One, it's only 2.1 acres. And so you put 8 to 13 campers on it, that's gonna be quite a few campers. The second thing is, it's on private water and sewer. Would have to be approved from the state. The third, it appears to me to be spot zoning. So I think that it is being zoned improperly when we say we're going from A2 to C1 and none of the adjacent property is C1. There was a lot of discussion about that. To be spot zoning, it has to be a small rezone to deviate from the established zoning pattern. Well, this does. So we're saying that rural business, which is adjacent to it, is essentially equivalent to C1 because a lot of the uses are the same. However, it's not the same. If you look at the intent for rural business and the intent for C1 commercial, it's different. So I think that you need to realize that and pay attention to how it's zoned. The other property owners around it don't benefit from this. I think it sets the wrong precedent. When we do this, one, it kind of sends a message that, hey, let's get it out there what we want to do, and then we'll fix it and make it right, and the county will correct it for me. Two, commercial property without road access. The access to these two lots is actually from a easement. So it's a gravel right of way. I don't know if you've been out to look at it or not, but it's on an easement, so it's not a paved road or a county road. And then three, it opens all the property around it, adjacent to it. Once you zone this commercial, all the adjacent property then is eligible to become commercial property. And that's C1 or C2. So again, it has to be proposed and approved and come back through you to be rezoned, but it becomes harder to deny the rezone when you've made this spot zoning to begin. So I just want to tell you, those are the points that I have why I'm in opposition to this. So I would appreciate it if you would vote no on that tonight. Is this just about the rezone?
Yeah.
Then I'll be back.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Kirby.
Could I ask the gentleman, sir, does the city of Rockwood RU and the city of Kingston, do they have access or on that property itself? I heard that them two, what RU and the city of Kingston had property on. I didn't know if it was on the easement or.
I believe that they're on the easement. It used to go to a water tank, I think, for the city of Kingston, or it may still be a water tank out there. I'm not sure about that.
I heard RU and the city of Kingston had.
There is four, so there's 4 people that have right of ways on that property, on that drive.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
All right, anyone else?
We're the owners.
Come forward. State your name, please.
I'm Holly Murphy, and this is Michael Murphy. I'm gonna get over here. We actually have made a couple pamphlets here, if somebody would like to hand them out, of site plan things that we had decided to do. if it is approved tonight. Sorry, I'm not good at the public speaking stuff. I'm still not good at it. The campers would have full hookups. It's all listed in the site plan narrative.
We're looking at concrete pads 10 feet to 41 feet. Somewhere between 6 and 13 spots. We'll have full hookup for them. I want to, if approved, make one of the slots regularly available for Wounded Warriors, completely free for them to come and enjoy Roane County. And it wouldn't cost them electric, water, anything on the weekends. And we're also gonna donate money that we would be able to get from this to funnel the towers, a percentage. Just wanna give back. We both have careers currently. This is just something that we can do to give back.
The very last page of this is a draft of the, what is it?
Zoning into 2 parcels to 1 parcel.
And it has
The site surveyors, they've tried to get a hold of zoning for 2 weeks and they can't get a return call. Or we would have had it completed, it would not be a draft.
and it shows the easement and it goes up to the water tower. And I've, spoke with Mikey Day, he is, actually my family. He, the county, per Mikey Day, is supposed to maintain the easement. That is something that's gonna be discussed at a later date, I'm assuming. But, this property is 2 parcels and it is currently being surveyed into 1 parcel.
And we've been working with coast planning through all of this and trying to make it correct. And if you all vote no, then there'll be no hard feelings.
No animosity?
Nope. And
Okay.
yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
You said you said, I go past career, what do y'all do now? Are y'all in this business?
No, sir. I'm a manager over the federal contracting of East Tennessee, Kerberos International. I run the federal security for the FBI, federal courthouses, all the federal entities. And then my wife works at a UT
So this
Medical
would
Center.
be on the site that you would have.
Yes, yes.
And I currently work at UT Medical Center and I graduate from ETSU in December with my graduate.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Brackett.
You said there's 2 lots, correct? So
Yes, sir.
you own both or you're buying one?
I inherited them. I grew up on this property. My mother passed away.
You know, same.
129 has my name on it, and then 113 is my name and my mother's name. We are working with getting her name off that property at the moment.
When I drove up, one concern that I had, if you're coming off of Gallard, that's a hard right. You know what I mean? You're pulling a camper and a lot of traffic, right?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
You're almost coming right back against and then back up. That was just kind of a concern I had getting to that easement.
Understood.
Okay, thank you.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Anderson.
You said the county maintains the right of way?
That's what I discussed with Mikey Day yesterday.
It is a county road. It is county road.
No, it's not.
That's-
It's not a county
the-
road.
The one that runs right in front of there, up to there is a county.
She said the easement.
The easement.
The easement.
Cripple Creek is a county road,
Yeah.
but this gravel road is not. a
No,
county road.
but the Cripple Creek is a county road.
How wide is that road, y'all?
It is narrow, it's gravel, it's got gullies, I can't see how that it should be commercial, where it is, especially with it being on on an easement, and you just have a passion, for that. I can't see it being converted to commercial. I just don't think that an easement should be allowed to be, converted to commercial.
Yes.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Hamlin.
Could we have a few comments from Mr. Haggard? I know you've been involved in this process. Corey, could you speak just, about some facts about this, please? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So this property, is adjacent to rural business, as Mr. Parkinson mentioned. It is our technical opinion that this would not constitute a spot zone. Now, the aspect of it being offered right away is a concern that I brought up during the planning commission meeting. That is the concern that the planning department currently has, is having a commercial business off of an easement rather, sorry. So later on in the meeting, if it were to be denied, that would be your grounds to deny it on. If it is approved, it does meet the technical aspects of a rezone and would not constitute a rezone, considering the use is allowed in rural business and it being further adjacent to City of Kingston commercial property as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Chair recognizes Commissioner,
Is the road going in there, does the city, do they keep the road up now where they got the water tank? And I believe you said the utility had it right away in there.
Nobody other than, we've been maintaining it, actually.
But we've always been told that it was supposed to be by the county or the water department taking care of. We actually had the water department come up one
Now,
day.
you said did you say there's two parties that own the right of way, not just you all, somebody else too? Is that what?
I think it's just Mike David that owns the right of way.
On the left side of the easement, Maki Day owns that. On the right side, Addie Day owns that part. And the part on the part behind my property, Addie owns that as well.
So if that does go in there, you're gonna take full responsibility to keep the road up?
We will.
Absolutely. And that was what we talked to Maki Day about yesterday, was, hey, can we put some gravel on this? You know, what's going on? Because we are aware that driveway, that easement needs some work at the moment. We,
And we've contacted a contractor, Micah McCullough.
yeah, I've got it in the papers of who we've contacted to fix the driveway.
Said it'd take about 8 to 10 grand to do it.
all right, any other questions? All right, any other comments? Anyone else want to, speak to the zone? All right, hearing none, seeing none, we'll adjourn the public hearing at this time and go into full county council.
All rise. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. This honorable commissioners meeting of Roane County, Tennessee is now in session. The Honorable Chairman Shannon Hester presiding. God bless these United States, the great state of Tennessee, and this honorable meeting. This time, Chaplain Adams will lead us in prayer. Afterwards, please remain standing for the pledge to our nation's flag.
Let us pray. Most gracious Lord, Heavenly Father, what a privilege it is to join together tonight. Lord, I thank you for these men and women who you have appointed, God, to be able to lead our county. God, I thank you for them. Thank you, Lord, for their heart to serve. Thank you, God, for their willingness to do the things that need to be done. And Lord, it's my prayer that you bless them with wisdom. Lord, help them as they conduct the business of our county. Lord, I thank you for them, and I ask, Lord, for your blessings upon them. Thank you, God, for this county, Lord, for living in a free nation. God, we're thankful for our nation. I pray, Lord, that you help us to live in a way that brings glory to you in Jesus' name.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Please silence your cell phones.
All right, everybody logged in already, so we have 2 absent tonight, we have 13 present, we do have a quorum. Need a motion to approve minutes from the June 8th, 2026 meeting. Motion by Henderson, second by Duff. Commissioner Henderson.
That's perfect.
Commissioner Duff.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Acceptance of committee reports and correspondence, motion by Duff, second by Cunningham. Commissioner Duff.
Nothing.
Commissioner Cunningham.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Next, be a list of notaries. Motion by Gann, second by Brackett. Commissioner Gann.
As Junior says, thank them for serving.
Commissioner Brackett.
I like what Junior says, thank them for serving.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. At this time is, hearing of delegations. That's a hearing of the public again. You can come up and speak to the commission. Must be germane to Roane County business and to the commission body. So, this time, please come forward. And you are limited to 3 minutes, I might add as well.
I'll try to speak really fast. I'm Karen Roane, and I'm from south of the river on Amber's Cove Road. Everybody should have gotten a copy of what I'm saying tonight, so excuse me. It still surprises me that we have people running for office that try to scare voters with ideas like China will be invading and taking our land, when it's already on the law books that it is illegal for China to obtain Tennessee land. Now we are meeting tonight to come up with a way to stop companies like Meta, Google, and Amazon from building these data centers, which will invade our drinking water, our lakes, etc., and require great electric usage while putting out extremely high heat. Up until now, county has always had to approve of any company wanting to come and build in the city or in Roane County. 30 years ago, when the county council was looking for ways for bringing in different activity for residents, I had made arrangements with the YMCA of Knoxville to build an annex here in Roane County. I saw how much this did for my family that lived in another part of Tennessee, where there was nothing, I mean nothing in their area. Once that YMCA went up, within 3 years, there was a Walmart, grocery stores, gas stations, drugstores, etc. In fact, it grew so fast that my daughter and her family, they sold their home and moved to Charlotte, Tennessee. The day of this meeting with YMCA, 2 council people showed up and said, "We're not interested," and left. Why aren't we doing the same? What is all this to do about when all council has to say is no? Just putting a stop for so many days is just kicking the can down the road. Tennessee is having trouble with needing land for building family homes, small businesses, etc. Now Tennessee is getting over a drought. So why would we let buildings in that require high amounts of our water and energy? Just say no to any of it. Let them build these monstrosities around the nation's southern border. Now we have a wall. As these centers will be highly secure and guarded, so no one enters illegally. Or build them in Michigan, where they have 3 main lakes, plus 1,000 more. The weather is much cooler than here. Better yet, there are thousands upon thousands of miles of unused land in Alaska. That would be the perfect environment for these data centers and these Bitcoin mining. And they would be utilizing underdeveloped land, but still be part of the United States. So just tell these companies no, never, and then think of a way to keep them out of Tennessee altogether. So many companies have left the United States. Let them go to China to build. As far as them bringing in high employment, they will probably be using illegals, not American citizens. So thank you for hearing me out. You have a copy of this address to mull over and think about what you are going to do. In fact, you can postpone this item till next month. So don't use the excuse of we're waiting to see what the other counties or states are doing. So please excuse me while I go outside, and I'm going to join my fellow Tennessee Christians as we pray for Tennessee and the decisions that you are going to make tonight. Thank you.
Good evening. Dennis Walsh. Tonight I represent Roane for Liberty and our 227 members. Data centers, bad news. I think everyone knows about them. It's the high energy, the water contamination, the electrical use, the noise. And the fact too that a lot of these companies that Karen had just mentioned disrespect us, which is why they're targeting the South as soft targets, because people may be inclined to sell their farmland or their large open spaces to accommodate these places and then move on. So I believe, I spoke to Mr. Gann, prior to this meeting, and, I believe we could support, we being Roane for Liberty and most of the citizens in this county, a resolution which would keep us from having to have these companies come in. And I know it's a little more complicated than just saying no here in the city council chamber. So, I ask you all, as our representatives, and also, you're our safety people too. I mean, you're entrusted with our safety, whether it be the sheriff or the fire, or to keep us from these big companies. So I'd ask you to consider that tonight. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna jump the shark a little bit. At a recent meeting, the county executive, Wade Creswell, chose to publicly insult.
Could you state your name?
Oh, I'm Trey Coley. I'm from Kingston. I've lived here for 37 years.
Trey, who?
Excuse me?
Last name?
Oh, Coley, C-O-L-E-Y. At a recent meeting, County Executive Wade Creswell chose to publicly insult some of his constituents by labeling their public records request as frivolous. And I want to be clear, under the Tennessee Public Records Act, public records belong to the people, not to the politicians. The law does not give Mr. Creswell a frivolous exemption, nor does it allow him to shield his office from scrutiny just because he finds public oversight annoying. And I ask this to Mr. Creswell, the commission, and the lawyer sitting next to him. By what authority is County Executive Creswell deciding which citizens' questions are worthy of his time, and exactly which laws is he violating when he uses his personal opinion to gatekeep Roane County's public records? And to the commissioners sitting here tonight, I will plead with you, please do not provide cover for this behavior. If you vote for policies, funding, or resolutions that make it harder or more expensive or more restrictive for the people of Roane County to see what their government is doing, you are complicit. And I believe it to be lawless. Do your job, stand up for transparency, and resist any attempt by the executive's office or anyone else for that matter to weaponize county policy against the public. Please, please, thank you.
Hello, my name's Tina Hedrick. I live at 190 Lakeside Drive, Kingston. Been here all my life, born over there in Harriman. I just wanted to say thank you at least for considering a 180-day moratorium on this issue with the data centers. One thing I would like to bring up is, I talked about this during the last Republican meeting that we had, but I dare there's a person in here that doesn't know someone with cancer, either someone in their family or a friend. Our county is a high rate of cancer at this point in time. We've had the ash spill over here that's contaminated our water. We are downstream from Oak Ridge, and we're even so bad that you only have to live here 2 years to get money from RECA for the radiation exposure. And I'm just wondering, we're gonna put in this data center that could possibly pollute our water. I don't know if it's a closed loop system. I've tried to get more information about environmental impact studies of here, but I'm just wondering where the tipping point is for here. How much more are we gonna put on people in their health? I mean, we've got a lot of contamination around here. And I just think that we really need to think about this and weigh our options and have a study on the health of the people. We want to bring jobs here, but if you don't have people healthy enough to work, it's not gonna matter. And I think we should do it for our grandkids and our kids. And I would hope that we would have some, I don't know, has there been an environmental impact study done about the data center or anything published about that? Does anybody know?
Well, right now, there's none that's applied to build here.
Okay,
in
well,
Roane
I was
County.
told at one time there was one going in at the edge of Oak Ridge in Roane
So
County.
if it's on DOE property, there's no resolution binding that we can pass here to prevent
Okay.
NNSA or DOE.
I mean, there's
from
something
building.
to think about with the Clinch River there, you know, it's coming right down to us, so maybe that's what we need to do is talk to the federal government.
Yeah, it would be the federal government to do an
Yeah.
environmental impact.
But
study.
for the rest of the county too, you know, but I do think there should be at least a year to do studies on stuff of it, maybe longer than 180 days, you know. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Ally Simpson. I have a small farm in 10 Mile, small veggie farm that I have with my family. I am also running as a candidate for the House of Representatives. And I'm running as a Democratic candidate. So you know when Roane for Liberty and the Democrat agree on something like data centers, it's kind of a big issue, right? And on the campaign trail, I talk to Democrats, Republicans, and independents, and data centers are close to the top of their list of concerns, and they're also one of my top concerns. In Georgia, data centers are siphoning away residents' clean water. In Memphis, XAI's massive natural gas turbines are causing incredible air and noise pollution. According to the TVA, data centers are already taking up 20% of the TVA's industrial capacity. And I think a lot of us can say we've experienced a spike in our energy bills over the past several years, and this is all just setting us up to experience more of that. In the next few months, from what I've read, the TVA is planning to meet to reclassify data center rates, because right now they are charged at the same rate as manufacturers. Manufacturers, you know, like businesses that actually make things and employ people, unlike data centers that just go on buzzing 24/7. As far as things are going on at the state level in Nashville, they have passed a law, which in my opinion is almost worse than passing nothing. They passed a bill that on the surface says that large data centers must pay or provide for their own energy costs for a few years, but there is no restriction on how they get their energy. They could just burn a bunch of trash to get it, for as far as this bill is concerned. So there's also a lot of weasel words in there in that bill that still put consumers on the hook for increased energy costs. And there's nothing about the bill about water usage or noise or any of the other issues that folks talked about here. So in part, I think it is up to us at a local level to put a pause on data center construction or applications and create a plan to protect our land and our communities in Roane County. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next.
My name is Dwayne Watkins at 200 West Mountain Drive here in Rockwood. One question. Has any non-disclosure agreement been signed with any type of data center here for Roane County?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay. Thank you.
Mike Parkinson, 222 Hawk Trail, Kingston, Tennessee.
You're still there.
And I'm not here to talk about the data center. So I am here to talk about saving our green space, saving our county. And what I'm talking about is unchecked growth and unchecked development. We don't want that. And so I want to encourage all of you guys to come to the workshop that's happening Thursday at 6 o'clock, right, Brooke? Here at the courthouse, to talk about our zoning districts and lot sizes in each, what the impact will be. This is for the county, not for the cities. And so right now, it's being proposed that we change that to try to protect areas and then to try to also develop areas. The thing that you all need to weigh in on is where are we developing, what are we developing? And in the county, I think that you should look at before Thursday, what are urban lot sizes and what are rural lot sizes? Because the rural lot sizes are not 7,500 square feet. And I think that's what we need to keep in mind when we have this discussion. So, open invitation, it's posted publicly, but I encourage each of you to come out and talk about it, listen to it, see what's going on. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to clarify. No. And Corey too, where's Corey at?
Back here.
Okay. So I think this is a planning commission workshop in which county commissioners are invited, not a joint county commission, planning commission workshop, correct?
100% correct.
Okay, so that clarifies that this is not an official county commission meeting, but county commissioners are encouraged and invited to attend this planning commission workshop.
Yes, I was.
Does that clarify?
Don't let me confuse anyone here. Because I do not represent the Roane County Planning Commission in any fashion.
That's why I wanted to.
We've been down this road before. So thank you. Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
What's that?
It'll be like at 6:30.
6 o'clock.
All right, next.
Hello, Keaton Bowman, 219 Farmington Trail, Kingston, Tennessee. I am your Republican nominee to be your next Roane County clerk. I just come up here tonight to remind everyone that early voting starts Friday, July 17th, and runs through August 1st, with election day being August 6th. I've been on this journey for a little bit over 203 days, and over the last 7 months, I've met with people all over the county, and I see that growth is on the horizon, and it is time that we get with the times. And I am looking forward to stepping up and serving as your next Roane County clerk. God willing, I look forward to working with you all and serving the people of Roane County come September 1st. I ask everyone to get out and vote. Thank you all.
Thank you. Next.
I had not planned to say anything, but a good candidate would be not a good candidate if they had a room full of people and didn't introduce themselves. So I'm Melissa Browder. I am running for Tennessee State Representative for the 32nd District. I am from Roane County. And I am very interested in the topic that has been discussed tonight, all the topics with zoning and with data centers because of my background in workforce development and economic community development. And so I'd love to be a part of this discussion. And if anybody has seen my materials, we do talk about exactly what Mr. Bowman mentioned about getting growth right. And I think you guys are listening and paying attention. And I can notice that you guys are interested, so I'm excited about that. And I'd love to be a part of this group to facilitate all the solutions that need to be done. And I think I have a great experience in that background and working around the table with all the elected officials and community leaders. So I'd love the opportunity to work with you all, and I just wanted to make sure and say hello and thank you all for what you're doing and considering these topics tonight. And you're doing a great job. Thank you.
I'm Alfred Kerr. I'm here, a resident of Kingston for many years. I have one question. Okay, the data center shall be built on on federal land. Is that what I understand?
No,
We don't know that.
We don't know.
We don't know that. I have now a question. It's like, do they employ more people than Dollar General? What tax incentives do we give them? The water, will my water go up 5 times because we give them a break? Will my electricity go up 5 times here? And then my background is I have a degree in nuclear engineering and health physics, and also teach environmental science here at Roane State, so I know a little bit about it. But what's about the ecological, burden we put on ours here? And so I have many questions here. I did not plan to speak today here, but then I say, it needs to be studied, way more. Will they drain like in Utah, Salt Lake there, because they need so much water to here? Things like that. Is our infrastructure handling it? It's my next question, and what's the health effects we have on our community? So.
And sir, all those are great questions. But right now, the county commission is putting a pause on even if we have not nobody's contacted us to build.
Okay.
No one's reached out to us to build a data center. DOE, Oak Ridge, they can do whatever they want, but I'm sure there'll be an environmental impact study through the federal side too, but right now, Roane County's not been contacted.
Okay.
All right, anyone else, here to talk about data centers? I've seen this got a lot of publicity, on Facebook today, and that's probably what drew a lot of you out here. But we do have a resolution that's gonna be, voted on tonight, in reference to data centers, so, putting a hold on it. Ma'am, go ahead and speak.
My name is Christine Randolph Lane, and I'm running for Roane County Clerk. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself. And I've got 15 years' experience inside the clerk's office, and I'd appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, anyone else want to address the county commission?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to say something.
Send it.
You know, the buck don't stop here on data centers. Your cities also are able to go out and recruit these things. So just don't combine yourself with this government. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. My name is Mindy Scanlon, and I live at 137 Old Elberton in Harriman. And my parents live over at 137 Witch Chapel Road, and my family's all kind of in that Emory, Villas area. And we're kind of pretty concerned about the facility that's going on back there in Villas, and I understand that that's on federal land, and so I guess my question would be for everybody here who could point me in the direction of who I should go talk to about some of those things, because I went and talked to the Cumberland Utility District Board to make sure that I could get a sample, get their help to get a qualitative analysis on my well water, just to make sure we have like a starting point of this is where it is now, so that as things progress and go on, that we can keep an eye on just the groundwater situation. I have city water, that's what I use. I know that's what most of my neighbors use, but I know that other neighbors have wells and things there, and you know, our water is very important, and maybe I can connect with you and we can figure somebody out to talk to. So while I have just a few more minutes, I just, to add one last thing to that, you know, we did have the nuclear facility in Oak Ridge, and we did get a lot of cancer and stuff from that. And so kind of to your point, we need to do a much better job about being proactive before we kind of all become radioactive. I mean, I want magical powers, but not that way. But the other thing that kind of has really been concerning me is the flock cameras. There's a lot of information out there about how they're being not used properly. They're being used to stalk people, to stalk romantic partners, wives, new love interests. And as concerning as that is, what really concerns me in our county is the camera that's right in front of ours. With just a couple of strokes of some keys, you can hack into any of those cameras, turn the camera and go look at the playground, watch the kids play. You can turn it right back around and see the cars that they get into. Then you can plug into other cameras and trace where they go. If you were a person who wanted to do something bad. And of course, they have good uses too, assuming that all the people who are using them are doing the right things with those things. So maybe we could all just look into all these things a little bit more and ask more questions. Thank you, guys.
Anyone else? All right, hearing none, seeing none, we'll move on to the county attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have one thing. You have on your agenda resolution 72613, which is approving a lease. Since that lease was filed, we have negotiated some changes, different from what you have. And I have the final version here. Basically, what the changes do is it limits Roane County's exposure to liability if Roane County should terminate the lease early. So if I can approach, I've got the current version, which I would ask that you approve. You all may have copies, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
But if you could amend your resolution to substitute this reading version, that's what I
So we'll get to that resolution, I'll make a motion to amend to.
Is this for the VA?
Pardon me? For the VA.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, that's all I have. I'm certainly open to questions if anybody has any.
Any questions for the county attorney?
I have.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Brackett.
I know you can't answer this, but I promised I would ask you.
Okay.
I'm getting wore out by the gas prices in the county. Why are we higher than anybody else? Is there any legal bite to any of that?
I don't know. I have not looked at gas prices, so I don't know.
Well, they're high.
I
We're 30, 40 cents higher than
high, but I don't know what the laws are concerning gas prices.
I'd love to know, cause I have been worn out. Just said I would ask.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
There you go.
Moving on, we'll go to the, county executive.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just refer you to your rundown that is in front of you, and just a couple of quick things. Number one, you'll see here a couple extra people who you typically haven't joined us, but Brad Taylor and Joe Cox are here, who are our contracted partners that take care of us in IT and cybersecurity. Kenny Clanton is going to be retiring at the end of September. October 1st will be his retirement date. And so this is one of the components, is making sure that you all are well taken care of, is one of the many things that we're gonna have to accomplish to replace Kenny, who's irreplaceable. But Joe and Brad have been working tirelessly with Kenny to help you all not get knocked off of your tablets and making sure that we're able to function as a commission. So just letting you know that's what's going on, and that's why they're here, and they'll be continuing to come in future meetings. Also, to the data center question, we were approached by Anderson County, the Anderson County mayor contacted me back in April or May, about a potential, I think I might have mentioned this to you all, a joint tour with Anderson County Commission at Oak Ridge National Lab. So when we contacted the lab prefers to do that post-election, so there's no political angle to it whatsoever. But we're working on finding a date to do that in sometime August, September timeframe. And what I'm also going to do in that is request in that joint tour is a Data Center 101 session with the experts, the foremost experts in the world on artificial intelligence and all that it takes to make them happen. Just for your education purposes, and to help understand that as we move into this new world and what's happening and changing around us, that you have the best and most up-to-date information that we could find for you. That really didn't have anything to do with what you're voting on tonight. Just know that we're going to continue that educational process moving forward. If you have any other questions on the rundown or the points I have in front of you, that concludes my report. Glad to answer any questions.
All right, any questions from the county attorney or county executive? Chair recognizes Commissioner Henderson.
Yes, Mayor, I've had people with authority all over the world, over top notch, over all our chemical waste and our radioactive waste. They've always told me, do this, you'll be safe, do that, you'll be safe. 4 years ago, February 7th, I went under a knife at Vanderbilt University and have a liver transplant because of chemical exposure. So when you sling words out like that, they don't impress me. I don't care if they are.
What words am I slinging?
Authority, the authority of the world is what what you're talking about, that they're the number one, and, they're human. They're human. So, it don't do nothing for me to, they're number one in
Mr.
the
Anderson,
world.
you don't have to attend. I'm just
I'm not
educating the commission.
I can't get on the reservations. But I was just saying, that don't, saying that they're number one authority. I've had the number one authority and they didn't help me a bit, so I was just making that point, that's all I'm doing.
All right, any other, questions for the county executive? All right, hearing none, seeing none, we'll move on, to special orders. All right, confirmation of reappointment of the following members of the Environmental Review Board to serve another 3-year term. Mary Ann Koltwich, Susan Wentz, and Don Coffey. Motion by Hamilton, second again. Dr. Hamilton.
Just want to say that these are 3 of our finest county servants. I think Ben and all of us who have served with them would say that, and I'm delighted to support this.
All right, Commissioner Gann.
Yeah, they provide so much to North Carolina.
And the terms for these expired in July 30th, 2029. All right, any other discussion, any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Confirmation of reappointment of John Howe to the County Board of Public Utilities to serve another 3 years, term ending July 30th, 2029. Motion by. Did I not vote on the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Motion by Henderson, second by Hamilton. Commissioner Henderson.
I just appreciate him willing to serve.
Commissioner Hamilton.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. All right, number 3, confirmation of reappointment of Jody Fraley to the Roane County Library Board to serve another 3-year term ending June 30th, 2029. Motion by Duff, second by Henderson. Commissioner Duff.
I appreciate her willing to be on it.
Commissioner Henderson.
That's perfect.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Next is the zoning resolution, and this is 07-2601 Zulu. Roane County Planning Commission recommending action by the Roane County Legislative Commission on a resolution amending the Roane County zoning map. Motion by Parks, second by Gann. Commissioner Parks.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with Duff on this. I think it'd be somewhat irresponsible for us to approve this as a commission. It don't have road frontage, it don't touch the road, it's off a right of way, the road's gravel. I mean, you would hardly even think it was, or know that it was even a business if you went by it. It's big old ruts down the middle of the road. It's somewhat disappointing that the planning committee, I'll be honest with you, we shouldn't even get something recommended from the planning committee when you've got all the problems that you have with this particular piece of property with all the, it'd be different if it touched the road. I mean, I could understand if it had road frontage, but it has no road frontage. I could, if it had any piece of land, but to share a right of way, no, they don't own the right of way, they have a right of way, but they don't own the property. The road's not maintained, regardless of who's supposed to be doing it, it's not maintained. I think it'd be irresponsible if we approve this to make it C1 now, and they're gonna put a campground there now. If you approve it C1 and they've got 2.5 acres, they could put whatever they wanted to a year from now, 6 months from now. And it could be whatever. Without, more on the front end, I think it would be irresponsible to approve this zone tonight.
All right, Commissioner Gann.
I understand what Commissioner Parks is saying, but I also would like to say that how much I appreciate and value that you want to get back to the communities, to the service members, to the wounded warriors, to the Tunnel Towers. I value that tremendously. So if this doesn't pass, I still want to thank you for that effort. Please continue.
All right, Chair recognizes Commissioner Dove.
I agree with Commissioner Parks and Commissioner Gann, and I will add that I think it would set a very bad precedent if we were to pass this evening. That's it.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Kirby.
Mr. Chairman, I have problems voting for this. One of the reasons is the city, Rockwood RU, having a property on this easement and all this, and the city of Kingston, I don't think we need to get involved in that, and that's, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you. All right, any other discussion, any other debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Motion failed. All right, before we go on, there's no old business. I do want to go back to county executive's time. Wade, would you like to recognize our,
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I apologize. I had 3 people try to remind me to remember this, and I still failed to remember. But I want to recognize, we have several members, I see at least four members of Youth Leadership Roane County. I'm so thankful that they're here, and just wanted to recognize them and thank them for their service and youth leadership, and excited for your future. Thanks, Chairman.
all right, thank you. Now we'll go on to good business. I didn't want him to slip that. All right, resolution 07-2601, a resolution authorizing the naming of a private drive located in the first civil district of Roane County off, Bullard Ford, Road to be Chauncey Way.
I hear something.
All right,
I hear something on things.
motion by Ferguson, second by Cunningham. Commissioner Ferguson.
Yes, we approved this to be named that, up there on that road
All right,
in the planning commission.
Commissioner Cunningham.
None, sir.
Any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Resolution 07-2602, resolution authorizing the naming of a private drive located in the third civil district of Roane County off Old James Ferry Road to be Fern Hollow Way. Motion by Brackett, second by Henderson. Commissioner Brackett.
Nothing.
Commissioner Henderson.
Ain't nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution, 7-2603, resolution authorizing the naming of a private drive located in the fourth civil district of Roane County off Johnson Road, map 098, to Hamilton Meadows Way. Motion by Cunningham, a second by Parks. Commissioner Cunningham.
Sounds like it should be done.
Commissioner Parks.
Nothing further.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, resolution 7-2604, and this is renaming of a private drive located in the fifth civil district of Roane County off Spring City Highway to McCollum Crossing. Motion by Henderson, second by Gann. Commissioner Henderson.
Ain't nothing further.
Commissioner Gann.
Nothing, sir.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution 7-2605 to amend the Roane County zoning resolution and ordinance amending the Roane County zoning regulation to clarify use in A1. Motion by Parks, second by Henderson. Commissioner Parks.
I like, is his name Corey, or Corey, to give some clarification exactly what we're amending and why.
Okay, so this was a recommendation made by planning commission, brought by planning staff as more of a clarification to the zoning ordinance. It allows for rural business in A1. As I'm sure you all are aware, A1 is our most rural areas of the county. Rural business further allows for retail, and a handful of other things in those areas. We just brought this forward to make a clarification to see if we wanted to allow those uses in the most rural areas of the county. Planning commission passed, but it's up to you all. And all this would do would remove those uses from A1. All uses that are in A1 currently would be grandfathered in.
So if it's A1, if you got A1 and you're not grandfathered in, does that mean you can't do it?
That means you cannot do it, correct?
Interesting.
What's the benefit?
So what's the reason behind, the amendment?
The reasoning behind that is, do you want commercial uses in your most rural areas?
But what commercial, when you're talking about A1, what are they really allowed to do other than, what are they allowed to do in A1?
So it's normally ag uses, as well as single-family housing, but this opens the door to any retail. There's not a check on what retail it may or may not be. So anything that would be considered a retail would be allowed as a use.
And so like, if somebody has a little farm market out in the country, you're saying that they would no longer be able to sell anything in that?
It is not our goal to limit farm stands or anything of that nature, because that would still be agricultural use in our opinion. It is just our intent to limit retail spaces.
You want to tell them where this came from?
This came from a business opening south of the river, to be a massage parlor.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
So that's what,
Even though it wasn't maybe real.
it was not real.
that's what spurred this clarification.
Yeah, it was a joke.
That was a joke, by the way.
But it did start the conversation for what could have been.
Because we were immediately jumped into action to see what can and can't be done and discovered this is the reason this came about.
Sometimes you can make bad decision on irrationally. I think this is an irrational, jump to conclusion. I mean, I live in the most rural part of the county, and I can tell you two people that would not be in business, side business or not, if they hadn't already started. I'm not sure that I'm good with that.
And again, this was just brought up as a clarification to see what the boards wanted to allow. This was not necessarily, spurred as something that we are promoting needs to be changed or anything like that. This was brought up simply as a clarification to see if this is something that, as a representatives of the county, still wanted to allow.
I can understand it being a clarification, however, you're not clarifying, you're banning further people from selling. So it's more than a clarification. If it was a clarification, it would set the boundaries and understanding of what people could or could not sell. You're not clarifying, you're telling people that they can't.
This is a clarification because it's wide open as it is currently. It's just, like I said, it's, just says retail use. That's not, that leaves everything wide open. I'm saying publicly that it is not our intent to limit agricultural uses, farm stands, anything agricultural related. This would be a clarification because it removes the rural business, use in A1, that's the clarification. It is not our intent to limit agricultural uses.
Chair representative.
We had a good conversation on this, and Brooke was in our office, and we were using your business as an example. So currently, you've
Which
got.
is not the massage part.
But it was the woodworking business, right? And so one of the issues that we were talking about with this, that the commission needs to consider, is that current use in your own home wouldn't be impacted by this. However, if it was detached, like if he built a garage and wanted to move it out there, it would be potentially impacted.
So a business use within your own home is called a home occupation. That would still be allowed. This would be for detached structures only, hence the retail being the big.
But in that scenario, if he wanted to build a garage and move it out there, it potentially would be impacted by this change.
Potentially, yes.
And that was what we wanted to make sure the commission knew.
For what's worth, I'll be voting no. That's all I got.
All right, first off, Commissioner Henderson, you had the second, so any discussion?
Yes, sir. So if I wanted to go down there and open a massage parlor right now, I could do it.
You could do that.
But even after this, if I wanted to bring something down there, whether it be a convenience store, a car lot, or whatever, I wouldn't have to go before my zoning and everybody when I put putting in for a license?
As it stands right now, you would not. After this, you would. Because how it stands currently, you could do anything down there that is a retail use without zoning, planning and zoning stepping in.
Thank you.
All right, Chair recognizes Commissioner Brackett.
I just echo what Commissioner Park said, and then you kind of laid it out for me when you said this is not a big rush or a big hurry. Everybody sitting out here, one big hot topic in Roane County right now is our planning, our zoning. We're in something we've never been in. Growth, we're stuff that's coming at all angles. And I still feel like, and I've said it, and I'll say it again, we need more education, right? Not just come from the planning commission, throw it out here, yeah, we can read over it, but for us to understand and do what these people need us to do, we need more education. I've said that. Anybody here, when you say planning and zoning, our eyes go across. And you're impacting a lot of people. If we vote this in right now, now you're impacting somebody's little farm market or something. And if we don't have to do it right now, you said that, and I'll just be honest, guys, we've got time. I don't see why we need to make a knee-jerk reaction for this. Let's study it and do it right the first time and not circle back several times.
This is, kind of a part of our grand scheme to protect rural areas and to grow the areas that want it growth. So it is part of that greater plan, but this isn't, an emergency.
I'm not saying I'm against that.
Right.
But this grand scheme and greater plan, we'd like to know a little more about that. We get hit, I get phone calls that I don't know what's going on, that somehow somebody in y'all's office and around has known about it. My hind end gets chewed off, and I said, let me find out. I don't like being on that side of it. I'd like to be on the y'all side, the upfront side where we know about it. We can be educated about it. Then we can look these people in the eye and say, this is why we're doing this instead of the confusion we've got going right now. I just think there's a better way for the people sitting here and even for us. I think there's a better way.
Right, all of our meetings are open to the public as well, and we advertise, so we definitely encourage members of the public and members of the commission to attend our meetings as well.
I think we need more workshops, and I think we need to get together somehow. And I think it would help.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Chair recognizes Commissioner Gann.
Yes, sir. I agree with what Mr. Brackett said. I do. I really do. We do need more education on this, because I'm sitting here thinking right now, Mr. Park said he lives in one of the most rural areas, but I actually probably serve the most rural district in Roane County. And we are farms, and I farm. I raise cattle. And farmland's very important to me. It's very valuable to me. It's very valuable to my neighbors. It's valuable to the people that I serve. And so right now, I'm not 100% clear on this. I would like for us just to take this off tonight and maybe at the workshop for the planning commission, maybe this is discussed and talked about, and we get a lot more clarity on it. It would help me to be able to vote for it. But right now, I make a motion that we just remove this and we have the planning commission working on a workshop and then we bring it back.
So just for clarification on that, we will have to schedule a different workshop to do that, which we're okay with doing. We've already advertised for this one coming up, so we can't add things to that agenda currently, but that is something that planning commission would be.
Can we discuss it in this one? I mean, is it something we could just briefly discuss?
Ray, I'll defer to you on that.
Couldn't we just have a commission workshop and have 2 or 3 things added in it that we know we're gonna be discussing down the line? And that could be one of them to help us understand.
So let me submit this to you. Let's look at the calendar and let's have a joint commission workshop with planning. If we can look at the calendar.
Called by county commission.
Called by county commission.
Yes.
When we cover all, and let's put everything out there and let Greg write it, where we can talk about everything zoning and planning.
I do thank you for bringing this to our attention. This has got us thinking, we probably wouldn't be thinking without this. So, sorry you had to come up with a massage parlor, but that got us thinking, and we
You did good for us, so thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Chair recognizes Commissioner Duff.
I will second that we postpone it. I was going to say that, right now it's wide open and, I was wanting to amend it to add the agriculture sales would still be allowed, but I'm going to ask that it be postponed.
All right, are you making a motion?
I'm seconding his motion. He made the motion to.
Bracky, who made the motion?
I did, sir.
And you second the
I
motion?
seconded the motion.
All right. So let me do this without messing you up on the rest of the call. Greg, I can do a voice call here. All those in favor of postponing this, resolution here till we have a workshop, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign.
Mr. Chairman, can I add just
Please.
cap this discussion off? This next year, there's gonna be a lot of this. We begin land use planning probably in August. And that's gonna look at zoning regulations and areas of our county, where we're going to make recommendations on what can be zoned in certain areas to do exactly what Corey was saying, protect our rural areas and promote growth where infrastructure already exists. Those the two purposes that have come from long range planning committee and planning commission and this body. I think we're all on the same page on that. But to get there, we gotta go through things like this right here. There's gonna be a lot of that. So I just wanted to say, get your minds right, because this year is gonna be about a lot of that. Thank you.
All right, so moving on, if you pull that one and then put a next one up, resolution naming a private, road, Nub Creek Way. Motion by Brackett, second by Parks. Commissioner Brackett.
This is, I guess, the easement off the Cripple Creek, that easement road that they're wanting to do the Nub Creek Way, am I correct on that? I think.
Greg just come through the,
Or am I confused now?
This came through E911, I believe.
so they can still change the name. I've got it, I'm reading it right here. So they can still change the name to whatever.
Right, and I'm saying that I'm good with it. I was thinking that is in that same.
It is Cripple
Yes.
Creek, Nub Creek Way.
Yeah, it's a road that runs from Cripple Creek.
This is
So-
that same, sorry if I can speak again. This is that same easement that the
Correct.
rezone aligned. This came from E911.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Second by Commissioner, Parks.
No, but me.
All right, any other discussion, any other debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. A resolution to amend the revenue and expenditures in the 101 General Fund for the Public Health and Welfare DGA grant at the Roane County Health Department. Motion by Dove, second by Parks. Commissioner Dove.
Yes, this is, when the budget is made, we're not exactly sure how much is going to be in this, grant. And it came in at 22,900 more, so we are adjusting, ours to meet the actuals. Adjusting budget to meet the actuals.
All right. Commissioner Parks.
No, nothing, brother.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carried. All right, resolution reflect changes in revenue and expenditures in the 121, Animal Control Fund for the Animal, Friendly Grant that was awarded for fiscal year 26-27. Motion by Dove, second by Parks.
It's a $1,100 grant, no county match.
Commissioner Parks.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Resolution 07-2609. Resolution reflect changes in expenditure in the opioid settlement fund 127 for 26-27 fiscal year. Duff and Parks, Commissioner Duff.
Yes, this is to replace a vehicle that was totaled. It is currently being used by the counselor for the jail, drug counselor for the jail. It's listed as 50,000, but I believe we've got a vehicle for 35,000, so we will not spend all of it.
Commissioner Parks.
Nothing.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution, requesting the Tennessee General Assembly to enact a, private act concerning the appointment process for the Board of Commissioners of the utility districts within the Roane County, Tennessee, area. Commissioner Ferguson, Commissioner Henry, Commissioner Ferguson.
Yes, I was the one that, put this in. I had talked to, and what brought my attention to this was all the problems that they've had at the Cumberland utility. And the reason I put this in, I think, and Wade points him, and he does a great job, and I talked to him about it, and I talked to the county attorney about it. And I'd like to see us, he'll get the names to appoint, but we'll have to approve. In other words, instead of, you know, the mayor saying, you know, yeah, you know, I approve this, he approved it, but he brings it for us, and then that way we can vote on it, because this has nothing to do with the cities. It's like Wattsbar, Roane, and Cummins, the ones outside the city of utilities. I think that gives us a little bit more say-so of what's going on, because, you know, maybe your district, they put somebody on there and they approved it, and you know something that he didn't need to be on there, then that gives us a say-so about it. And that's the reason I put it in, and of course Greg had told me he can explain what we got, if it's passed this year.
All right, Commissioner Henderson, you had a second?
Yeah, nothing further, that's definitely been a mess at Cumberland Utilities.
All right, any discussion, any debate? Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. Our motion carries. 72611, a resolution authorizing the county executive to sign an employment and contingency agreement to participate in the fire truck antitrust litigation. Motion by Duff, second by Kirby. Commissioner Duff.
Yes, this is in relation to the new fire truck that, we have just purchased. This antitrust litigation is because of collusion with the prices. There's very limited amount of fire truck manufacturers, and so the price is inflated because of that, and this is for us to be a part of it. And if there is a settlement, then Roane County would receive a portion of that settlement because of us being part of it.
Thanks, sir. Commissioner Kirby.
Nothing, Father.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. 72612, a resolution declaring the, certain mailroom equipment surplus and authorizing its disposal. Motion by Henderson, second by Gann. Commissioner Henderson.
No longer needed, let's get rid of it.
Commissioner Gann.
Agree, sir.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. Motion carries. Resolution 72613, a resolution authorizing the county executive to execute a lease agreement between the Roane County, Tennessee and James U. Rust, for office space for the, this is the VA. And I take a motion to, add the new, contract agreement.
I'll make a motion.
So, motion by Brackett, second by Hooks. So that's with the new agreement there. Is there any discussion or any debate?
We have to amend that?
Yeah, you got a motion to amend to add the new agreement in a second, so you need to vote on that.
So I can do that voice vote. So
You do that by voice vote.
All right, voice vote, motion to amend to add the new contract language in the commission packet. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. All right, new contract is in. Brackett and Hooks had the motion and second. Commissioner Brackett.
Let's get it started. Let's go.
Commissioner Hooks.
Yeah, fine.
Any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Resolution 72614, a resolution to request a recommendation from the Roane County Regional Planning Commission on a temporary moratorium on the acceptance of processing and the approval of applications for data centers, cryptocurrency mining operations, and battery energy storage systems within Roane County. Motion by Duff, second by Gann. Commissioner Duff.
Yes, I would like to amend this, to, rather than it be 180 days, to be, 2 years. Yes, sir.
I have a motion to amend to make it, 2 years, Motion was by Gann, second by
No, motion by Dove.
Dove, second by Gann. All right,
Thank you, I appreciate that.
once again, let's do it voice wise, so it'd be faster. All those in favor of amending this resolution to say 2 years, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign. All right, resolution has been amended for 2 years. All right, and, Duff, did you have anything else, Mr. Duff?
No.
Commissioner Gann?
No, appreciate it.
And then, Commissioner Goss, request to speak.
Mr. Chairman, only thing I'd like to say, I am not an advocate of these things. Just like it's been spoken, it's a health issue, it's everything else. There's one factor that we've also left out of these, from my fireside experience. When these buildings, these utility places are catching on fire, you can do your research, I have them. They are a monster to deal with during emergency events. We have enough issues in this county dealing with trying to provide fire protection. We don't need another burden such as these big facilities to handle.
Hearing none, seeing none, Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. All right, resolution 7/26/15, a resolution asking Roane County to memorialize the late Curtis Humphreys and Phoebe Humphreys by placing a memorial sign on the Swan Pond Circle. Motion by Henderson, second by Ferguson. Commissioner Henderson.
This is one of the few things that we get, good things that we get to do and pass. These were just standout people in our community, helped everybody, and I'm grateful for Dr. Mountain, and I appreciate everybody's support in it.
Commissioner Ferguson.
Junior pretty well said it all. They was outstanding people of that community, and I think they're doing the right thing. I appreciate y'all so much.
All right, any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Resolution 7/26/16, a resolution authorizing the transfer of funds from the General Capital Projects Fund 171 balance to the Highway Capital Project Fund 176 equipment for the emergency purchase of replacement HVAC unit. Motion by Duff, second by Kirby. Commissioner Duff.
The HVAC unit at the highway department has not been working, and they have had to work abbreviated days because of that, so we need to make sure that they've got air conditioning.
Commissioner Kirby. Any discussion, any, go ahead, sir.
I got one more after.
All right, any discussion, any debate? Madam Clerk. All right, motion carries. Chair recognizes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I apologize. I have another gross misoversight on my part, if that's words, but I was supposed to include Justice Snow with Roane lines in my report. And I was gonna do that from now on, so he's not subject to the 3 minutes. So if you all would indulge me going back to my report, just allow Mr. Snow to get up and give a report. And that will conclude my.
Except for the picture.
Except in the picture.
Send it.
Yes.
I'll just take it a minute. Do some good.
You better hurry and get home, tell my wife I'm not on the science part.
I did cancel my phone.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it again tonight.
I'll take a 60-second. We met with the industrial liaison and tourist committee last Tuesday, had 2 very good meetings. I've been with Roane Lights for 10 years, and I can't think of a more exciting time to be in Roane County. I want to give 2 or 3 bullet points in y'all's report. 2 bullet points in ECD, in a partnership with the University of Tennessee at Roane State. Don Carlock, who's our vice president, is collaborating on a grant for $175,000 that would provide courses related to the construction trades and provide wraparound services such as transportation, clothing, and equipment. The Roane Alliance, in a partnership with Roane County IDB, submitted an application to TBA for their Invest Prep program for $750,000. We're seeking grant funding towards the acquisition and due diligence for property located off Buttermilk Road, adjacent to the Roane Regional Business and Technology Park. TVA made a site visit on June 8th. That's why I wasn't at the last commission meeting. That included a presentation by the Roane Light staff and a site tour with off-road side-by-sides. And we expect the grant award notifications for TVA to go out sometime this week or next week. And if you recall, 2 weeks ago with the state, their site development grant team awarded Roane County $4 million towards that project. So I fully expect to get some funding from TVA as well. The last thing I'll mention, super proud of Stacy Wilson, our Director of Tourism. On the last weekend of May, the Tennessee Bass Nation State Tournament was right here in Roane County. We hosted 176 teams, so there was over 528 participants. And Stacy plans out a lot of these events and fishing tournaments a year and 2 years out. But stay tuned. There's an announcement coming for a tournament that she's working on for the spring of next year, and it's big time. So super proud of Stacy and super proud of everybody I work with at Roane Light. So that concludes my report. I'll be more than glad to answer any questions that y'all might have.
Chair recognizes Commissioner Kirby.
Just know, some of you know, thermal picture on the plants down at Rockwood Industrial Park. I got an email from their CEO, they're close about planting down to end for this coming year. And also Chase Instruments, almost right across the street there by the high workforce. If there's anything that Roane Lights can do to help every district towards one, and I know we appreciate it.
Yeah. I've already reached out and touched base with the president of Thermo Fisher. I understand that their layoffs are going to occur September of next year. So we stand ready to help through any transition, to help any workers that are affected to find additional employment. So
we just appreciate anything you can do.
Absolutely.
All right, any other questions for Mr. Stone? All right.
I want to make just a comment on this for Roane Tourism, occupancy tax.
Yes.
For this year, that's a huge win for us. So thank you for your work on that. And to Stacy.
Stacy, she led a lot of the efforts on that. So, yeah. Thank you.
All right, any other? All right, this time, before I take a motion to adjourn, when we do adjourn, if I could get the Roane youth leadership come up front, let's get a picture. This time, if there's no other business, come forward to County Commission, take a motion to adjourn.
Go move. Can we get them a picture before everybody gets, and then we'll adjourn? Would that be easier?
Either way, I mean, get your.
Let's give them a minute. We'll take a picture. Yeah, that way, everybody's not crossing. We'll take care of it. Thank you, sir. You're in a good mood.
That'd be like that to get straight.
Thank you, guys. Come here, guys. Stay right, get it right here in front of you. Anybody else want to hop in? Never sit behind me. Sit beside me.